No, it probably saved us both a fine. I really don't think that it's a safe thing to put us in the same room. We've done that before. It just doesn't seem to work. I've had to do. I remember the day that the co-interview came about. I was getting ready to fight on a Fox card. It was with Michael Bisping. I was on a call like this. I called in, minded my own business, and then boom, he's on the call as well. I was like, it just doesn't work. It's really weird, and it gets exemplified when you put somebody in the same room for a camera type shot, like you'd see in the media. I just find it to be a tough thing to do, and I also find it to be irresponsible at times. We saw what happened with Jones and Cormier, and I don't know that anybody learned a lesson from that. And so those were my only thoughts on that. I did think it was bizarre. I mean, look, he's 0 for 2 in baseball terms. He's only got one more time at bat here, and that is to come to the fight. And I believe he will come, but I'm not bullish on that. I'm not positive. Wanderlei and I are only 2 weeks out. We don't have time for any of that stuff. It's like I get why there is a positive there, but I think you would also understand my point that maybe it was just better left alone. As long as he's come to the fight, let's just go do the fight. I mean, I'm going to go tackle him and beat a hole in his head, and he'll have his game plan and his skills, and I can't imagine it's going to change. I have no update on him. He used to be in Las Vegas training. There was guys I knew in Las Vegas training. You could kind of keep tabs. He moved to Brazil. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody in the room with him. I don't know who's coaching him, training him. I just have no insight. So I'm expecting the same guy. I still got to go back and watch the same videos. It hasn't changed. There hasn't been enough data out there that's changed from the first time we were supposed to fight, which was 3 years ago. It seems like yesterday, but it was all the way back in 2014. So in my mind's eye, man, it's the same thing. Tito respects Chuck so much, and and whether that comes from fear or what have you, I don't think that it changes the fact that he just really respects him. Stopped him in the first fight. Nothing's going to change now. I mean, I haven't even seen them beat, and I saw Chuck try to get something going, and Tito kind of squashed it with an apology, which was
that was a little soft.
Fight promoting, if anything. So. Yeah, I would definitely watch those guys fight, but I don't want to see anybody fight unless both guys want to fight. Even if I'm on a playground, if one kid doesn't want to do it, I'm out. Somebody needs to break that up, and the fight doesn't happen. So I don't think that I don't think that fight. I do think that Chuck is likely to compete again just because I take him at his word, and I know he wants to, and I think Tito's going to have to someday. So. But I don't think we'll see those guys. If you want my prediction, no, I don't think we'll see a trilogy. And I haven't felt this good in 5 years. Training's really hard. I went crazy after my fight with Tito in terms of training and trying to make sure that something like that didn't happen again. And I've had plenty of time. We changed some stuff with the workouts, but we got a good team out here. We got great coaches. I feel really good. I'm sore and tired. I could use a couple of days off. I'm not going to get them until the end of this week, but aside from that, yeah, man, I'm feeling good. There was something that just happened that was meaningful for me. I mean, everybody at Bellator is so positive from a business standpoint. Everything's so great, but there is a rule in television. It's a law. It's an absolute law of television, which is two things have to be seen live: sports and news. You can't play yesterday's news. There's a reason. Doesn't matter if 36 million people tune in for the Super Bowl. They don't replay it, and they don't replay it for a reason. It just doesn't work.
Absolutely.
Bellator just broke that rule with Paul Daly versus Roy McDonald. They aired it on a 7-hour tape delay, and they still drew 1 million viewers. And that in cable TV talk, if you have 1 million, I mean, that's just you're hitting it out of the park. They hit it out of the park, breaking a rule of television. I thought that was a very compelling, not only for the company, but for the industry as a whole. There are just that many fight fans out there that know Spike TV is the place for fighting, and they tune in. And I thought that was pretty meaningful.